Today I want to go over an adding and subtracting decimal problem with you. So what I need you to do is make sure you have your math notebook. So go ahead and pause this video if you don't have it. Pause this video, get your math notebook out, and get to the next blank page. So go ahead and pause the video now so you have your notebook. Now, I want you to make sure you're writing down all of these notes with this problem in your math notebook so you have a good example of what the problem is and how to work out a problem like this. So this is a problem that involves decimals. At station M, the price of gas is $3 and 319 thousandth of a dollar. So often gas isn't just in dollars and cents in terms of like 10 and hundreds, but often the price of gas goes to the thousandth place value. So we're going to circle this number because this is important. 3.319 per gallon. Now, per gallon means for 1 gallon of gas, okay? The price of diesel is $4.429 per gallon. You buy 2 gallons of gas and your friend buys 2 gallons of diesel. How much more did your friend pay? So that question of how much more did your friend pay, that's going to tell you, oh, there's probably some subtraction involved. But so this is 2 steps. Before we get to the subtraction though, we need to do some addition. So we need to figure out how much you paid for gas. So we're going to go ahead and add up how much you paid for gas. You paid 3.319 per 1 gallon. Now, how many gallons did you buy? Well, you bought 2. So we're basically essentially going to multiply this by 2. Now, since it's multiplying by 2, I'm going to show this a different way. Instead of multiplying by 2, I'm just going to add it twice. So 3.319 plus 3.319. Now, when you're adding and subtracting any kind of decimal, it's important to line your decimal up. But before we do that, let me just show you something. This 3.319, and this should be written down in your notebook, in your notes. We can take this decimal and we can write it as a fraction. So how many whole numbers do I have? Well, I have 3. So this is going to be 3 wholes, and it's going to be a mixed number fraction. Now think about this decimal. We say this is the tenths place. This is the the hundredths place, and then this is the thousandths place. So how you say this number is 3 and 319 thousandths. Well, there's your fraction. So this is going to be 3 and 319 over 1,000. Okay, so think about that. Now think about dollars and cents, because this is a dollars and cents problem. It's just not how we're used to seeing it. In a normal, like if you go to the store and let's say you purchase a king size candy bar for $1.99, right? And so $1.99 is simply just 1 and 99 hundredths. And so think about this decimal. This is 9 in the tenths place. So that means that's 9 dimes, if you will. And this is the hundredths place. And so that's 9 pennies. So when you think about a decimal like this, you say $1.99 is 1 and 99 hundredths, because you've taken a dollar and you've broken that dollar up into 100 equal parts. Well, how many equal parts is that? Well, a dollar in 100 equal parts, because it takes 100 pennies to make a dollar. Oh, okay. So that's how you can take your decimals and convert them into fractions. And that's how that all connects. Okay. So let's get back to our problem then. Back to our problem here. So we need to add these 2 decimals together. Anytime you're adding decimals, all you need to do is line the decimals up. So I'm going to do 3.319 plus 3.319. Notice I'm lining my decimal up here. So I'm lining my decimal up, and that's important to do when you're adding and subtracting. And I'm just going to attack this like a regular regular addition problem. So since I'm adding 9 plus 9, I know is 18. So I put my 8 down and I carry my 1. So I keep my place values lined up, remember. If there's a 0 involved, make sure you still line that 0 up, or if there's no number at all involved. So if there wasn't a 9 here, for example, you still have to keep it lined up with the decimal. And so I know that 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, and then I know that 3 plus 3 is 6. Now I bring my decimal down. That's important to do because this is a decimal problem. So I keep everything aligned. 3 plus 3, of course, is 6. So how much did you pay? You paid $6.638 for gas. Now that's you. Now your friend, so let's take a look at how your friend fared in the gas price. He paid $4.429. So we know we're going to add this together because he also purchased 2 gallons. Okay, so it's going to be 4 and 429 thousandths plus 4 and 429 thousandths. 9 plus 9 is again is 18. So I put my 8 down, carry my 1. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And then I know that 4 plus 4 is 8. Again, here I lined my decimal up, so I'm going to put my decimal down here in my answer, in my sum. 4 plus 4 is 8. So your friend paid $8.859 for gas. But that's not the question. We had to do that step first. So that was step 1 of my problem. Step 2 is now I need to figure out how much more did my friend pay. So now I'm finding the difference. Okay, so when you find the difference, now we're going to be subtracting. So how do you find the difference between 2 numbers? Again, you can put them on a number line and figure it out that way. This particular method, because of the decimal going to the thousandths, we're probably just going to want to subtract. So we're going to take what your friend paid, 8.859, and we're finding the difference between them. So to find the difference between them, we're going to subtract. So I take my friend's price, 8.858. I'm going to subtract what I paid to find the difference. And I paid 6. And remember, I'm lining my decimal up because that's what we have to do to keep the place values the same. So I keep my whole number place value, my ones place the same. I keep my tenths place value lined up. I keep my hundredths place value lined up, and I keep my thousandths place value lined up. So then I'm just going to subtract like a normal subtraction problem. I'm going to start over here on the left. 8 minus 8, of course, is 0. So my thousandths, 8 thousandths minus 8 thousandths is 0. 5 hundredths minus 3 hundredths. Again, this is just a fraction. 5 hundredths minus 3 hundredths. And since my denominator is the same, it's both hundredths, I can just subtract down. That's why you need to keep the decimal and the place values lined up. So I know that 5 minus 3 is 2. And then I get 8 minus 6. I know that 6, 7, 8. I know that 8 minus 6 is 2 as well. So I'm going to line that up. And then I'm going to bring my decimal down. And then I have 8 minus 6 again. I know that that is 2. So what does this mean? This means that my friend paid $2.220, or we can just drop that last 0 off since it's the last place value. And so we can say that my friend paid $2.22 more than I did. So that's your answer. That's how we work this problem out. So make sure you understand this. If you need to go back in this video and watch a part of it again to make sure you understand how to do this, that's going to be key for your learning today. Good luck, and I will see you guys on Monday.